You can work out for years and years, but if you never succeed with your calorie deficit, the muscles you have built will never be shown. It's super important that you avoid these mistakes. This is part 2 about weight loss mistakes people do. So without further ado, let's begin the video. So the first mistake is that a lot of people have no clue on how to actually do cardio. This sounds a bit weird, but let me explain what I mean by that. There are people out there who replace strength training with cardio. There are other people who do cardio before their strength training. There are some people who do cardio every single day. All of these 3 points are wrong, and the reason they're wrong is because remember our goal. Our goal is to build muscles, lose fat, and look aesthetic as fuck. That is the ultimate goal. Now, when you prioritize cardio so much, how are you supposed to build muscles? You won't. So that is why you should always prioritize strength training. Now, when I say this does not mean that you should stop cardio, but your strength training should be about here, your cardio should be about here. If you really want to lose fat, then lower the ratio, but always prioritize strength training over cardio. That is the best ultimate goal. That is how you look aesthetic. Because if you don't build any muscles and you go on a calorie deficit, when you lose all the fat, you will just look skinny fat. You won't even look good. I have seen a lot of people fall for this mistake. And I know that when you do strength training when you're overweight, it's really demotivating. Every single week you go up in strength, but when you look in the mirror you look the same. And the reason, you already know that, it's because you have a lot of fat. And the thing I have to say to that is just trust the process. At the end of your weight loss journey, you will look really aesthetic. You just have to lose the fat, and then all the muscle you have built will be shown. But you just have to have patience and take the long and steady route. Trust me, you don't want to replace strength training with cardio, because at the end of your cardio journey, you will look really skinny, and that is not our goal. When I went down to 10% body fat, I used to do cardio on my rest days. That is the recommendation I have for you. Or the second option you can do is to do cardio at the end of your training session. So when you're done with strength training, then you can do half an hour cardio. That is also a good option. It's up to you. See which one you like the most and stick to it. You should do cardio 2 to 3 times a week, and that is good enough. You will lose the fat. You just have to have patience. That was the first point. Now, let's talk about the second point. So the second mistake is, instead of always focusing on what you're gonna eat, start to focus on things that can lower your appetite. Because if your appetite is low, well, you won't eat. Let me just warn you, this advice is not for everybody. This is not a traditional fitness advice. So if you're one of the people who uses the products that I'm about to mention, then this advice is for you. The other people who don't use these products, this is not advice for you. So let's get started. If you use nicotine products, you drink caffeine, or you drink protein shake, then there's a great opportunity for you to lower your appetite. All of these products have low calories and it lowers your appetite, so use them as snacks. When you're just a little bit hungry, drink a protein shake, use nicotine pouch, or drink coffee. It's up to you which one you do. This is not a healthy advice, of course, but if you're one of those people who use it right. Use it as an opportunity to lose fat. When I went down to 10% body fat, I used to drink a lot of coffee. I used to drink 2 to 3 protein shakes per day. With this method, it was super easy for me to go down in weight. So if you use these products, I highly recommend for you to use them in a way that lowers appetite. When I was at 10% body fat, I never felt hungry because I used to drink a lot of coffee and drink my protein shakes. That was the second point. Now let's talk about the third mistake that a lot of people do. They eat too much carbs. You see, when your carb intake is high, it affects your whole body. It makes it a lot harder for you to lose weight. Here is why. When you eat too much carbs, your blood sugar and insulin level rises, and when that happens, your insulin blocks hormones and signals throughout the body. And when that happens, your body can't get the signal that says that you have eaten enough. And when you can't get the signal, you will overeat. That is the problem with eating too much carbs. Another problem with eating too much carb is when you're done with your food and 2-3 hours goes by, you will get hungry again. Why? Because when you eat a lot of carbs, your blood sugar will rise quickly, and when it rises, it will drop off. and when it drops, it will be below your baseline, and when that happens, your brain will be tricked. It will think that you're starving. It will think that you don't have enough calories. You need more food. So what happens? Your brain sends signal to the rest of the body that says you need more food. You already have a lot of calories, but because your brain got tricked, you will get hungry again, so you'll feel like you're starving. That is why a lot of people have a hard time losing weight. It is because they eat too much carbs. So lower your carb intake. That was the third point. If you want me to help you in your fitness journey, click the first link in the description and book a call. So leave a like and subscribe, and if you have any more questions, just write them down below. I'm a small channel, so I will see every single comment y'all write. Have a good day.